Keep this show moving. I'm very excited for your next comedian. They are a dear friend. They also have a great show on YouTube called Draw It Out, a drawing comedy show. Please give it up right now for Kelly Thomas.
I was really worried we were going to do a fist bump.
What did you do? Did I do it wrong?
No, you did it great.
You did it great. You did it great.
What
Did you do a fist bump?
Yeah, what did you do?
I just did. I shook hands, but honestly, a fist bump would have been totally fine. I think that I like want to have the energy of a fist bump, and I don't feel I'm being very vulnerable with you right now.
My therapist
Yeah.
is also here. So
That's all.
okay, yeah.
Quite frankly, confidence. Can we get a round of applause for inviting your therapist to your comedy show? Yeah. I wouldn't. Admittedly, I feel like every therapy session was a mini stand-up session in itself. I was like, I'm gonna get you to laugh, and that's what's most important. And for some reason, therapy didn't work for me. I don't know why. We're at war now. But there was this whole like week before this like happened where there was this like conspiracy theory. I don't know if anybody heard about this ship that had a shit problem, that had a toilet problem. No? So one of the carriers apparently had a toilet problem, and it resulted in like a lot of like the Navy soldiers that tells you how much I know about this. Navy soldier, yeah. They couldn't, like, apparently a lot of their toilets were broken down and they couldn't shit, and so that was causing a lot of problems. And then there was this online conspiracy that it was like, oh, they're shutting down the toilets to stop the war from happening. And I can't imagine the amount of pressure, both literal and physical, that has to endure. Like, on one side, you fix the toilets, you go to war. And then on the other side, you don't fix the toilets, and everybody shits themselves. Anyway, lighter topic. Comedians, they usually talk about like some appearance about themselves, and something that I found out recently is that apparently I look like somebody that owns a monkey. Drink it in. So to give you some context, I have a cat, and it's a Sphinx cat. And for those who don't know, a Sphinx cat is a cat that doesn't have any hair. And I've had the cat for so long that now when I see cats with hair, I'm like, what the fuck? Why? I have the reverse response. But he loves to go out on walks, and I know that I'm contributing to the whole make Portland weird thing. But to be fair, there is a woman on my block who also has a Sphinx cat who takes hers around in like a little baby stroller carriage, and she honestly looks amazing doing it. And so I put a little vest on him to keep him warm. And we go out on walks, and I kid you not, more often than not, somebody from across the street or as they're walking up will be like, is that a monkey? No, it's not. It's not a monkey. But, like, I do get different responses depending on the day, because it does feel like sometimes when I dress nicer, they're like, is that a dog? Which makes me feel like some days I just give off monkey energy, apparently, monkey owner energy, and they're like, yeah, this person definitely, it's Portland, yes, that's what I'm looking at right now, a monkey. But instead, some people look at me and they go, is that a, no, it couldn't be. It must be a dog. And I feel really bad for the people that do feel like it's a monkey, because honestly, those people just believe in magic for a slight moment. And they come around the corner, they're like, oh my God, is it a monkey? And instead they just see like a queer person with their their bald cat just being like, no! You can't even own one in Oregon! I used to be afraid of spiders, and I recently adopted a shower spider. Her name is Penny. And Penny and I hang out in the shower a lot, and I've noticed something, and it's that flies are stupid. I didn't need to watch my spider to find this out, but a lot of the times I've seen a fly literally just be like, she's here, I'm here, and a fly will just be like, and then she's just like, are you kidding me? And just like, and then kills the fly. Like the economy, boom, political humor. I would like to tell you a hookup story. Table of people who didn't come here for hookup stories. Are you fine with that? Are you okay with that? Okay. Cool. Yeah, it could. Are you all therapists? No. You just didn't consent to a comedy show where I'm going to talk to you about intimate moments of my sexual life. So I'm just getting a vibe, you know. I'll give you an option, though. I can tell you the worst, the best, or the weirdest.
Weird.
You want the weird? Okay. We'll go with the weird.
We've lived in Portland our whole lives.
Okay, yeah. So it's a high bar now. Great, cool. Thanks. Okay. So the weirdest hookup I ever had, and I'll admit that the weird thing that happened was me. I was the weird one. I did the weird thing. Okay. So this was when I was in my late teens, and I was like, I wanted to have a casual sexual encounter, but I didn't quite know how to do that. So I went to the best option available to me, which at the time was Craigslist. And for those who don't know, there was a personal section of Craigslist where there was things like men seeking women, and it's like looking for a hot woman who's in for a good time and anal. And you're like, yikes. And then there would be women seeking men, and it'd be like looking for a wonderful time, love a restaurant, someone who's just not into anal. And so I put a post on there, but I didn't have a lot of confidence. Hey, from before. And so I thought that the best way to present myself sexually would be to pretend to be British. So I put a post online, and it was titled, foreign exchange student looking for a good romp, parentheses, Yanks invited. Thank you. And pretty soon there was somebody who responded to it and wanted to hook up. And so I went to her place. And we get to talking, of course, initially, and I'm nailing it. I can do the British accent. So it was basically something a little along the lines of this. Yes, quite nice, I think. If you're going to be fooled by somebody, you want it to be at least a little bit believable. So we get to talking, and we actually really hit it off. It's not just a sexual thing that, of course, the thing is we're gonna have sex, but we end up talking, and we end up having a nice conversation with each other too. And so we have sex, but as we're about to have sex, I realize I'm gonna have to keep the British accent going while we're having sex. It didn't quite connect. And then I also thought I need to say things that a British person would say while they're having sex. So I was like, brilliant! Your fanny is amazing! I'm gonna put my tea in your biscuits. Okay. So we had sex, but okay, all right. Here's the bad part. Yeah. The bad part hasn't been said yet. This went on for a couple of months. But I did have a conscience, and I did tell them, and when I went to tell them, they were honestly quite understanding about it, and they just took it all in, and they were like, wanted to mostly know, like, did you say, is all the things you said, were they all a lie? And I was like, well, kind of, like, you know, they didn't all happen in London, they happened in Portland. And she naturally was like, no, I don't want to see you for like right now. I'll call you if I want to talk to you. And some weeks went by, and then she called me, and she was like, okay, I'll let you back into my life, but you have to do this thing. I'm going to have a party. It's going to be this weekend. I invited all of my friends, including my brother, and I told them what you did. So if you show up and you befriend them, then we can keep seeing each other. And I said, challenge accepted. So I showed up to that apartment. I heard the music. I knocked on the door. She answers. It's a nice little moment. And she stops, and she goes to the party, and she says, hey, everybody, Kelly's here. And they all stop, and they all look at me, and they go, hello there, Governor! Thank you, I'm Kelly.